What type of injuries have you suffered?
I've been shot 3 times. I've been stabbed more times than I can remember. I've had beer bottles busted over my head, whiskey bottles busted over my head, pool cues busted over my teeth. That's why I've got a messed up grill. All kinds of fun stuff.
So how many fights is that? Like a total of, you think?
As a bouncer, shoot, probably in the thousands.
Hey Hex, thanks for this interview. So you're a bouncer?
Yep, I've been a bouncer since I was 16 years old.
Since you were 16?
Yep.
Wow. How did you get into this line of work?
I was good at fighting.
Good at fighting? Nice.
Pretty much. Guys in the fight, and they hired me on as a bouncer.
What? Wow. And you're only, how old were you then?
16.
Wow. So you grew up in Arcata, Humboldt?
Yeah, I grew up here in McKinleyville.
Okay. What sports did you do?
Football and Greco-Roman wrestling.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what type of incidences have you run into? Or a lot of fights? Or how does it work?
Most of the time, there's very few fights that actually keep going. Most of the time when you walk up to the situation, and because I'm as big as I am, it just pretty much stops the fight when they see somebody that towers over them telling them knock it off.
Yeah. How tall and how big are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 6'4" and 390 pounds.
309 pounds. And when they hire you as a bouncer, security, it's mostly deterrent, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I check IDs for the most part, and just me sitting at the door stops most people from wanting to fight.
Okay. And the ones who do get obnoxious, are they just mostly the drunk people?
Yeah, they're the drunk people. Most of the time, it's you don't know what happened in their past. Like, they could have broken up with their girlfriend that day, and they're just having a shit day. You don't know what's going on. All you're trying to do is stop the situation.
Tell me, what type of injuries have you suffered?
I've been shot 3 times. I've been stabbed more times than I can remember. I've had beer bottles busted over my head, whiskey bottles busted over my head, pool cues busted over my teeth. That's why I've got a messed up grill. All kinds of fun stuff.
So how many fights is that? Like a total of, you think?
As a bouncer, shoot, probably in the thousands.
Yeah, thousands.
I mean, you normally get 1 or 2 fights a week, depending on the bar. And I've been doing it since I was 16.
And
until COVID. So.
Okay. And they're just really quick, right? They're
normally it's done within 30 seconds to a minute. Most people, because they're drunk, as soon as they swing, I tag them in the chin and they go unconscious.
Okay. Any life-threatening injuries? Tell me about the bullet.
One of them was through the palm of my hand right here. That was a 22. You can barely see the scar left.
Okay.
One was a 38 right here.
Oh, he was shooting to kill you, basically.
And then one was a 9mm right here.
How did those injuries happen?
This one happened. My ex-wife decided that her boyfriend was tougher than I was and convinced him to fight me. I grabbed the gun and pulled the gun after. And this one, I was involved in an incident, and the guy came back later that evening and tried to shoot up the bar and shot me once. Shot 8 times, obviously a bad shot because I'm huge. This one was a police officer, shot me in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
The one that shot you in the chest, I mean, how deep did it penetrate? Like,
it fractured 2 of my ribs and it came out here.
It didn't hit any organs?
No, it hit my rib cage here.
Okay.
It went around my rib cage and came back out here.
You're kind of lucky then.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that could have been a death-blowing shot, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a 1 in a million because he was about 70 yards away, and it didn't hit me straight on. It hit me, I was turning this way, and when he shot, so it hit here, and then just happened to go through.
Holy cow. If he shot 8 times, was it just you he was shooting at, or just anybody at the bar?
It was me and his current wife. he got in a domestic violence situation in the bar, and he smacked his wife. I threw him out of the bar, and he got mad, told me he was going to come back and shoot me, which I've heard 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I told him that just to go home, calm down, sober up. Everything could be worked out. Violence doesn't solve anything. He took a swing at me, so I did what I do and knocked him out. And then he left, came back. When he came back, I saw him in the parking lot. His wife was still inside the bar. She came out because she saw him. I saw the gun. I told her to get back inside the bar, and he pulled the gun and started shooting.
Jeez. Wow. Okay. Man, that's amazing. And you went to the hospital, and
Yep.
and then they took care of you from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us about that. You got shot by a police officer. What happened there?
That was completely wrong place, wrong time. I had nothing to do with it. I was literally walking out of the bar that I worked at the end of my shift. There was like 4 or 5 cop cars in the parking lot next to us, and somebody pulled a gun on them. They started shooting. I hit the ground, and then when the shots stopped, I stood up and went to go back inside and realized I was bleeding.
Oh. I know you're probably full of adrenaline, but did it hurt afterwards, or how did it feel like?
It hurts like something. It hurts bad.
Oh, okay.
The first impact, when you get hit, it burns for a second, but then it goes numb and it gets cold.
Okay.
And then after that, you know, in a couple hours, once the adrenaline wears off, then you can start feeling that pain.
Was it life-threatening? Any organs were hit, or?
They had to remove part of my lower intestine.
Whoa. How long were you in the hospital for these incidences?
That one I was there for a week and a half.
Week and a half.
Yep.
This is all over Humboldt County mostly. Oh wait,
No, I haven't been shot in Humboldt County.
Oh, okay.
I've been stabbed in Humboldt County, but I haven't been shot in Humboldt County.
Holy
I've
cow.
been all over the U.S. working as a bouncer.
Oh wow.
So this one was Oklahoma, this one was in Texas, and this one was in Idaho.
Wow. How do you get these gigs working all over the place? Or you just want to travel and you just...
Yeah, I used to ride motorcycles, and
Yeah.
so I would take off when it started getting warm, and whenever I ran out of money, I'd stop in a town and get a job as a bouncer.
Oh, that's kind of fun actually.
Yeah, I did that every summer for years.
Wow. Okay. And then most of them, they'd hire you on the spot, or just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm 6'4". I'm 380 pounds.
Yeah.
I used to be a boxing champion. I know how to fight, but at the same time, I don't like violence.
Yeah.
I try to avoid fighting at all circumstance because there's nothing ever to prove.
Yeah.
It's most of the time I'm fighting guys who are half my size. They're not in my weight class. It's not a fair fight.
Yeah, it's not a
They're
fair fight.
drunk. I'm sober.
Yeah.
It's never a fair fight.
Holy cow.
I do it because I get paid, and I enjoy protecting people and keeping people safe.
And then on the subject of injuries, so somebody hit you in the teeth with a pool stick? Is that how it knocked your teeth out?
Yeah, my upper teeth right here, you can see them.
Yeah.
This one's gone. It racked right across here.
Oh,
the
wow.
pool cue, which killed my roots.
Okay.
And that was, I don't know, about 6 months before COVID hit. And then during COVID, I had a doctor's appointment to fix my teeth. And then my doctor no longer is a doctor, I guess, and he retired. And so I haven't been able to get a new dentist because Humboldt County has like 2.
Yeah.
And they're not taking new patients.
Wow. Okay. What's the fun side and bad side of being a bouncer?
The fun
pros and
side
cons.
is, like, you always know where the after parties are. You get to have a good time after shift. The bad side is, well, you get paid to take on people that are drunk and want to fight. So you're literally getting paid.
Okay. Yeah, I guess when they're drunk, they don't care who it is, huh? They're just...
They're 10 foot tall and bulletproof.
They don't feel the pain immediately until...
No, that's why you try to knock them out one shot.
Oh, dang. Even if they land a punch on you, it doesn't really faze you at all, does it?
No, I was a boxing champion, So I'm used to getting hit by guys who are my size who are trained to fight.
Tell me about your boxing career. Like, how many fights was that, and what was that all about?
Boxing, I had 38 fights. I won 17 by knockout, and then I only lost 2 by technical.
Jeez. Was it local, or what area was it in?
It was here in Humboldt County.
Wow.
And then I did the boxing matches. I did a couple in Nevada and a couple up in Oregon.
Okay, so you're.
And then I've done the fights, like the So You Think You Can Fight fights and all those.
Oh, wow. What kind of sports did you do as a kid?
Football and wrestling and boxing.
Okay, so this was just ingrained in you, just to be physically active and just.
Yeah, my father and grandfather both taught me how to fight when I was young.
Yeah.
So that I didn't have to fight.
Wow.
Because the best way to avoid fighting is to know how to fight.
Yeah. What other stuff don't the average Joe know about being a boxer? Like, what do you guys have to go through every day? I know it's not always physically active and it's mostly deterrent, but
as a bouncer or a boxer?
Oh, as a bouncer.
As a bouncer, most of the stuff it's just mind-numbingly boring.
Okay.
You sit at the door and you check IDs. And you take cover charge, and that's it.
That's like 99% of the job.
Yeah. That's 99% of the job is you sitting there trying to think of ways to make yourself look busy.
Okay. So it's pretty mellow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. What would you tell other people who are thinking about doing security and being a bouncer at the door? What would you tell them?
If it's for you, it's for you. The only problem is you don't get a drink and you don't get a party and you don't get you're not supposed to be hitting on women and everything else like that.
Okay.
Because that's the one thing you got to remember is if you hit on a woman that comes into your bar, she doesn't like the advances, she's not going to come back.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you can't hit on your clients that come in because then you'll deter them from coming back.
Okay.
All it takes is one chick to be like, oh, that bouncer's a creep. And none of her girlfriends will come back into the bar. No girlfriends, no guys, no bar.
That's true. It's mostly the girls that attract everybody else, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, think about it. If you go to a bar, unless it's a gay bar, if a guy goes to a bar, he's going to a bar to check out women, hit on women. Women go to a bar to have a good time. Guys go to a bar to have a good time.
Yeah.
You need the women.
Okay. Without the women, it's not that exciting.
Yeah, unless it's a gay bar, then it's fun as hell too.
Okay. What type of different bars have you worked at?
Gay bars, strip clubs, honky tonks, just like local jam bars like this. I've worked festivals.
Yeah.
I used to do security for like huge events and casinos.
Okay.
I worked security for Snoop Dogg concerts, Willie Nelson, Toby Keith. I worked security everywhere.
Okay, so how are the strip bars like? I'm just curious. Just like any other place, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. This is a perfect example. So a guy could come up to me and ask me what stripper's name is, and tell me what they're wearing. I could not tell you. If you had told me what color their hair was and hairstyle, I could tell you.
Oh, there you go.
I don't look down.
Yeah.
The girls are there to make money, not to get oogled by the staff.
That's true.
So you make eye contact, you don't look down.
That's true. And your working periods, you sleep during the day and then you're mostly busy Thursday, Friday, Saturdays?
I don't really sleep through the day. I've always been a blacksmith and other things and mechanic. So I work during the day and then I work at nights. Most places I work at, I work 5 to 7 days a week.
Okay.
As a bouncer.
You're busy. Yeah. Wow. Any other interesting stories you want to share with the viewers, like just so they know what you've gone through?
There was a funny situation that happened. I threw a guy out. He pulled a knife on me. Empty kegs along the side of the walkway.
Yeah.
So when the guy pulled the knife on me, I picked up the keg, picked it up like this, and threw it at the guy.
Yeah.
We got that on videotape, and my buddy put a soundtrack, the Donkey Kong soundtrack, to it. So it hit the guy, and he went whoa, 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 whoa. And the guy just crumbled to the ground. It was pretty funny.
You threw a keg at a guy?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He had a knife.
Yeah. Have you ever had to go to jail or anything?
Yeah. I've
Oh.
been to jail numerous times.
Oh, wow.
In fact, this is prisoning.
Okay, and
Yeah.
how long were the jail sentences that if you don't mind me asking?
The longest one, I've had 3 6-month riders.
Oh,
So
okay.
rider is when you get sentenced to long amounts of time,
Uh-huh.
and instead of going and spending 6 months in jail, you go to prison. You spend 6 months in prison because, well, you get better food and
Okay.
you can smoke.
Okay. And do you ever fight in jail or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Constantly, I'm no longer allowed to be housed in Gen Pop.
Okay.
I can only be housed in protective custody and single cells.
How do the fights in jail? What causes those?
What causes those is racist people being racist, and I don't like racism.
Okay. Is it true that the races stick together to their own?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and since I'm a giant white guy,
Yeah.
the Aryan Brotherhood kept trying to get me in, so I started fights with those guys because they wouldn't leave me alone. The Black Brotherhood didn't like me because I was white, so they wanted to fight me because of my size.
Just strictly on your race, it was that you just stick to your own kind, basically.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. I pretty
Okay.
much, when I'm in jail, I eat, I work out, and I sleep. That's all I do. I don't talk to people. I don't do anything.
Wow.
So all the fights were caused by other people, and I'm just not the kind of guy that backs down.
Yeah, yeah. That's amazing. Jeez. Okay, Hex. Any last words you want to leave to the viewers, or is there a way they can contact you, or any kind of?
Contacting me is not. I've got
not really
my
needed.
Facebook. You know, it's
Okay.
Hex Hendricks.
Okay. Hex Hendricks. Can you spell that?
HEXHENDRIX.
HENDRIX. Okay.
Yep, just like Jimi Hendrix.
Cool. Any other last words you want to tell our viewers? Life of a bouncer.
Yeah, life as a bouncer, make good friends.
Vitamin
I've got a lot
Gallery.
of good friends. Those people, your friends help keep you grounded.
Cool.
They make you better. They
Awesome.
pick you up, you pick them up. When you fall down, you got somebody to help.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Cool, Hex. Thank you.